Sorry, my video got cut off, y'all. I'm running out of storage. But I left off saying that basically he'll be in the store and he'll see a woman and he'll like zoom in to make sure that they are aware that he's staring at them. He'll be like, oh, you see a woman standing next to me? She ain't with me. We ain't together. This, that, and the third. I'm trying to get at you. That's how disrespectful he is, okay? So, moving along to, I was sick that day. That day, he helped the lady on the side of the road or whatever. So when he came and picked me up for work, his hands and things was all dirty or whatever. And so, after I got off of work, I was going to drop him off back at the lady's house so he could finish doing the job or whatever. So, I do that. I take him back over there, and of course, the woman is his type because any woman is his type or whatever. But she was an older woman, and so in my mind, I assumed she was married. But, you know what I'm saying, the narcissist that I had, I don't care how long he been around you. If y'all say hello, he done locked you into a conversation. He done learned so much about you in that little bit of time that y'all had this conversation. And he could come back and tell me everything about you that he observed, what he found out about you in that little bit of time. So that's what he did. So I take him over there, drop him off at the lady house. My son had a basketball practice. Basketball practice. I came home to start dinner while my son was at basketball practice. So they were actually like right across the street from each other. So my son's school and the lady whose car he was working on, her house was right there on the same road as my son's school or whatever. So it would have been, you know, it wasn't nothing for me to pick up my son and pick him up, okay? But because those spidey senses went off, I did it a little different because I was following what my gut told me to do. So when I get him there and drop him off to the lady or whatever, you know what I'm saying? At the time that I'm dropping him off, I don't feel anything. I don't feel like I need to be worried about this lady because in my mind, I'm thinking she's married. You know what I'm saying? So she looked like a married woman, but that's me judging the book by its cover before I actually find out whether or not she is. The lady was not married, but she had a boyfriend, okay? I'm going to say that much. So I go ahead, drop him off, and at this time, I ain't having no gut feelings, nothing going on in my head or anything like that. So I go ahead, go home, start cooking. And he was supposed to call me when he was done, you know what I'm saying? Whether my son was, you know, if he was done before my son's basketball practice, then I'll go ahead, grab him, and then grab my son. But neither one of them had called, and this time I done finished cooking dinner or whatever. So I get ready to go and just sit down in the room and probably turn on the TV or whatever. I was finna do something. But whenever I moved to go and do that certain thing, that's when my spidey senses started. Like, I don't know, I had a funny feeling. And I thought to myself, I was like, the thought that came to me was that if this man is in this lady's house, he already known her. Like, because I'm just thinking about me and how I move. Because, see, I'm such a respectful person, especially when it comes to dealing with a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just give people respect because that's what I'm expecting in return. You know what I'm saying? So when my mechanic comes over here to fix my car and stuff like that, I done known him a little while or whatever. But even if he wasn't married or not, it's still a certain level of respect. You know what I'm saying? So like, he ain't gonna like be all up in my house and stuff like that. When I tell y'all there's a level of respect, this narcissist had none whatsoever. There was no boundaries. There was never going too far with anything when it came to him. So the thing that came over me when I got ready to go and proceed to do something else, something was like, you need to roll up over there and see if he in her house. Because if he ain't called you by now, he was over there, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be finishing off what he had already started while I was at work. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, he should be finished by now. Sorry. And I'm not even gonna edit this, y'all, because listen, Your girl was running out of space. So, I'm sorry I dropped y'all on y'all head. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But my ring light decided it wants to fall forward. Like, I don't know. Neck done got heavy or something. But anyways. So, excuse me. So, when I dropped him off, he was supposed to be completing the job. So, I just go off a whim because my gut is really, really talking to me. And so, I go ahead and get in the car. And I drive back over there. And sure enough, when I pull up, y'all, I'm expecting him to be outside because I want my gut feeling to be wrong. I want it to be wrong so bad. But when I pulled up, he ain't outside. The hood down. He ain't working on the car. No, nothing going on. So, he done been finished. He worked on the car. He fixed it. But he was like, oh, she still need another part by the time I got to him or whatever. We gonna get there. So when I got there, the hood was down, nobody was outside, and he was in her house. And so I'm just like, oh, he up in this house at that time. You know, when you're dealing with a narcissist, your mind don't be on, you can't go to jail today. You can't put your hands on these people today. Your mind don't be saying that. At least mine wouldn't. Because when I pulled up, baby, I was already pissed and ready to snatch any and everybody out that door. Because if they'd have came to that door and it looked any kind of way, I'm telling you, I was going to flip out. I was. And y'all could say, girl, you could have just left him alone. And if you felt that way, you ain't never dealt with a narcissist before, you don't know what I'm talking about. Keep watching videos and you'll find out why I just didn't just walk away or whatever. But I get tired of saying that too. But anyways, so I roll up, and mind you, I don't exactly know which apartment door is hers, but I'm finna knock on both of them anyway, because he need to come up out of there. What you up in there for? Because my mechanic don't come and sit up in my house and be just chilling and we just, having conversations. We have conversations out by the car while he doing the job that he need to do, and that's the respect that I have for him and his wife or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to be up in my spot like that. You here to fix the car. If you need to use the bathroom, of course you can use the bathroom. If you need something to drink or something to eat, of course you can get that. But I'm just saying, sitting up in here and chilling like we best friends, or you my man or my side piece or something like that, that's where it's an issue. That's where I'm getting at with this situation. So if this is somebody you don't know, why you up in that lady house like that? So I politely knocked on the first door, and I got lucky. It was the right door that I knocked on. And so when I come knocking on the door, she say, "Who is it?" I ain't say nothing, and I stood up out of the sight of the peephole. And so she went ahead and opened the door. And when she opened the door, she was like, "Oh, it's your wife." I'm like, "Skirt. He told you I was his wife?" She was like, "Oh, it's his wife." But my spidey senses is like, girl, don't even fall for that right there, because they probably know each other already. That's what I'm thinking when I pull up and he at her house. I'm like, this ain't like no first time meeting type of stuff. Like, I ain't finna let this dude up in my house, whether he fix my car or not. I ain't finna let him up in my house like that, because I don't know you like that. You fix my car, I thank you so much. If you need something, I will bring it to you outside. If I got a water spigot outside, not that I'm mean or dirty like that. I'm just saying, I don't know you from a can of paint. I ain't finna let you up in my house like that. You know what I'm saying? And so for her to be as comfortable as she was with him coming up in there, and he comfortable enough to go up in there, I'm feeling like, okay, you done been over here before, sir. You done been over here before, and y'all know each other before today, but you told me that you just met her today. She broke down on the side of the road, you helped her to get a car home, and now you working on it or whatever. So when I get there, he does the weirdest thing that he ain't never ever did, because the narcissist I dealt with, baby, his phone was glued to his hip. He ain't finna hand me not his phone, not with all the information in there, not with all the evidence in there. You ain't finna hand me your phone. So when the lady come to the door, she was like, "Oh, it's your wife at the door. It's your wife at the door." And at this time, I'm like, that junk ain't even phasing me. That ain't making me feel good right now, because I done been on the other side of the fence playing the role or knowing I'm messing with somebody. And when your girl roll up, I know how to act accordingly. I done been there before. So in my mind, that's all was ringing to me. Is like, oh, y'all know how to play. Y'all know how to play. All right, I'm gonna play with you. You know what I'm saying? So he comes to the door. Now, they weren't scrounging around like fixing clothes or anything like that or whatever. But I'm still pissed at the fact that you sent up in this lady's house and you said you don't know this lady from a can of paint. You shouldn't be up in her house. She shouldn't even be having you up in her house. So, come to find out, she has a boyfriend. He don't work on cars. He not car literate. So, he, you know what I'm saying, he said something about the dude, he met her boyfriend or whatever, but he always do that because he don't care whether you married, got a boyfriend, or anything like that. Because his goal is to snatch her away from her old man. Because that's what he like to do. He like to break up homes and stuff like that. Because that's like another boost to his ego, you know what I'm saying? So he loved doing stuff like that. So if he got somebody, that don't even matter to him. He don't care. That's just how out there the narcissist I dealt with was. And so soon as he comes out the house, he hands me the phone and his charger and all this here stuff. He was like, why you ain't called me? I said, because I wanted to see where you was at. While I'm standing on her porch, while she's standing there too. I might be looking like the crazy girlfriend or whatever, but at that moment, I didn't care because I meant what I said. And I wanted one of them to say the wrong thing because I was finna start swinging. But that's me, y'all. That's God working on me with that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm learning to just, hey, when people show you what they want to do, let them have it. Let them have it and walk away, baby, because it ain't worth losing yourself and your life behind some crazy foolishness, because I know what I'm capable of, and ain't nobody worth me losing my life and not being able to take care of my kids. That ain't nobody worth it. So I ain't gonna let nobody get me there no more. So him handing me this phone, I'm really like, okay, so what's really going on, bro? Because if you're gonna hand me your phone, go ahead and give me the passcode so I can go ahead and go through it, because that's what you putting the phone in my hand for. So he nervous. I know he nervous because he didn't expect me to just pop up. He expected me to call or text like I normally do. But something said, no, go ahead and pop up over there, because what you feeling is truly what you feeling. That fine doctologist. I wasn't sure, but I had to go and see if my spidey senses was lying to me. And once again, they was not lying. Cause I said, if this man is up in this lady's house, that's the issue for me. Listen, if I'm doing a man's hair, I do hair. So,
Hey, Mom.
hey, baby.
You want
Huh? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm just recording.
Okay, I'm leaving you too.
Okay, love you. Drive safe.
I love you too, Mom.
So, it was like, he just, when you feel like something is going on, you already know. Don't second guess yourself, because those senses are going off for a reason. So go ahead, pick him up. We going on home or whatever. And when we get home, I say to him, you don't need her number or anything like that. He was like, well, I ain't got her number or whatever. He was like, but I do got to go back over there and finish the car tomorrow, because she got to get a piece that she didn't have. And so all this stuff, she said she got to get her money tomorrow, and then I go and get the piece, and then she'll call me. Well, she gave him a time, so he said, but I called him in a lie. This is what he said. I'm just telling y'all what he said. He said that he had a specific time to go back over there, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, you don't need her phone number, this, that, and the third. I said, because you don't know how to just be a mechanic. You gotta send good morning text messages. You gotta send flowers and, you know, the emojis on your phone. He gotta send flowers and kissy faces and hearts and all this here stuff. You don't need to do all that. If that's just a client, that's a client. You don't do all that. I don't do all that with my clients. I don't. So why are you doing that? I mean, especially it's a woman. So I say, you don't need the woman number. He tells me I don't have her number. Sat right there and bold-faced lied to me. Because then the phone rings. Who is it? It's the lady. And listen, he be trying to talk in code, but I be reading. I'm fine doctologist. I be reading in between the lines. I can tell who he talking to. He says certain stuff when he talking to certain people. So that's how I can pinpoint who he talking to at the time when he on the phone. So now the phone rings, and I guess the lady was talking about the piece or the part to the car that she needs to get or whatever. So now he's sitting over there saying, well, you need to go out there and look at the size on such and such, tell me the number on that so I can call and order the piece. And I'm just sitting there like, now I know I just told him that he don't need her number, but he lied to me and said he don't have the number, but yet the lady calling you. So how she calling you if she ain't got your number? Common sense would be to have her number, but because I know who I'm dealing with, I don't want him to have the number, because he gonna be doing way more than what he's supposed to be doing as a mechanic. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, I was saying these things to him so that he's already aware that I know the little games and tactics that you be doing, sir. So let's not do them things. Let's stay on good terms, because we were still on good terms, but we were still on our way out the door separating or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But those are the little games that he liked to play. So the lady, he get off the phone with the lady or whatever, and so I sit there and I ask him, I said, but I just told you that you shouldn't have her number. You only got that one job to do for her. Go over there at the time that she said designated for you. Go over there at that time, do what you need to do, and come on back home. By this time, I'm full blown sick. So ain't no, arguing with him, this, that, and the third. But this is still the first day that he went and helped her or whatever. But I'm coming down bad. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not in the mood to argue with him. But just because I'm sick, don't think that I'm not in my right mind or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? But they like to play on you when you're down like that. So I'm like, but I told you, you ain't need to give her. You didn't need to give her your number. Why you had to lie? And he was like, I don't know how she got my number, because I ain't think I gave her my number. You know good hell well you gave her your number. Because why would she be calling you? But I'm done. Yeah, well, let's be for real. I'm not going to be calling the lady and checking up on her like you say I do, this, that, and the third, sending kissy faces and all that stuff. And that's exactly what you're going to do. That's exactly what you're going to do. Because now she calls back. And now you talking to her like y'all best friends. And I'm like, bruh, I done told you. But what I'm going to do, I ain't going to do nothing at this time, because I'm thinking if I'm saying something, I'm sick, maybe he gon', nope. I was looking for some kind of sympathy. No, wasn't getting none of that. So he went back over the next day to fix the car. Wasn't supposed to take long at all, but I'm homesick. You got the car. I'm hungry. You gone all day, but the moment I call you and say, hey, wait, how long you gonna be? Oh, I'm done. I'm coming. So you done been over there hanging out for God knows how long. Like the night before, I had to just plop up over there on you. Don't know how long it took you to finish the job and how long you was done. But you sitting up in the lady's house having a whole conversation with her. So when he got back that night, he telling me everything about it. The lady got a disabled son. She got a boyfriend that slid up over there. And then I guess he didn't like the way, like things that he was seeing going on, because he's a big flirt. So the man asked him, don't worry about coming and working on the car no more. He'll find somebody else to do it. He hard down mad. He mad because the man he really expect people to just sit there and let him like snatch they partner right from up under their nose or something like that. And when you don't let him have his way, he gets hard down mad. He in here stomping around because the man said something to him. Like, I don't know what the conversation was because I wasn't there for it, but he did come and say that the man said something to him like he don't want him working on his girlfriend car. He'll find somebody else to fix it or whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, that's because something inappropriate was going on for that man to say that. Because if you was over there doing what you was supposed to do, he wouldn't have had no problem with you fixing the car, knowing that he can't fix it or whatever. But you must was doing something other than what you was supposed to be doing. And that's why that man don't want you working on his lady car. I say, and I agree with him. But you know, that added more fuel to my fire too for him to discard me, because I'm like, this is what I was already trying to tell you. Keep your eyes, keep your lips, and keep your tongue, all that stuff to yourself. Stop flirting with any and everything, because somebody gonna knock your head off. You gonna roll up on the right woman, and whole man gonna knock your head off because you always playing. You play with your life like that. Stop playing like that. And so, like, when he in the wrong, I can't help but tell him he in the wrong. But narcissists don't like that type of stuff. But all I'm here to tell y'all is we some fine outologists, baby. When that investigation bell go off in our heads, baby, you start doing your investigation. And then you gotta go say something to them. But you gonna make sure you got as much of your ducks in a row as possible before you go and step to them. Because they some big liars. Lie about the draws that's on their body. They will. Just lie for no reason. And will argue you down, cry, snot, go try to get hit by a car just to prove you wrong. That's how bad it is, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, it's ridiculous. But keep your spidey senses up. Find outologists. Get your PhD, baby. In investigative detectives, whatever it is, criminal justice, all that good stuff, baby. All of them antennas be going up when you dealing with certain people. You really do. But when you dealing with a narcissist, you go into investigation mode. No lie. Can't even deny it. You do. That's how you find out everything that you find out. That's how I know as much as I know by dealing with the narcissist, because I did investigation. I paid attention. I watched how he moved. I seen what he did when he do certain things. And I'm just telling you, I put all the pieces together, which makes us a fine outologist. So I love y'all. That's the story. The ending was the man stopped him from going to finish the job. So I guess the man got somebody else to do it for him. But the narcissist didn't fix it. Yeah. So did that stop them from having a conversation or having a relationship afterwards? I doubt it, because he's very sneaky. So they probably still good friends right now. He probably be coming back and forth to see her. I wouldn't put it past him. I'm telling you, the narcissist I dealt with was that disrespectful. He was. But I never seen him in action. I've only caught text messages, and I see him when we out in public how he act. But I ain't got no real solid proof that the man was cheating, but I know he was cheating. We all know they cheating. I'm telling you, you know what you know. All right. I love y'all. Have a great night. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.